Good evening. So, can anyone tell me, so what did you cover till yesterday? Actually, what are the things? Can anyone try? Am I audible?
HR non is there. Let them join.
Okay, I can start actually. So it was recorded, like the class started with recording. Okay, so
Okay.
yesterday we have uh, completed till that margin and border and colors, no. So basically the margin border and like that colors we can use for the box model purpose. Okay. Okay, so after that we need to know so how we can give the height and width, actually the CSS kind of thing. So what is the width and what is the height? Okay, the height and width is in the CSS. You have to use the set of the height and width of the boxes, and their values can be set using the length, percentage, and auto. Okay, we need to know how to set that height and the width. Height and width. So basically the height and width, okay, is used to set the height and width of the boxes. Okay, and their value can be set using the length, percentage, and auto. Okay, these are the three extension we have to use. Okay, so the width and height property in the CSS we have to we have to use it for to define the dimension of the elements, and yeah, and like you can say that units called pixel centimeters and the percentage. Okay, so we can use 1 minute. Suppose we can imagine just this just user is the class. Okay, just imagine. Okay, and we can give the that property called height is 120 px, and width is 50%. So we can give like this for the height and width. Okay, so basically we can give height and width for for the any content or any image, and so we have some more things, but like some more properties regarding the width and height. Okay, suppose. Okay, so I will code this for okay, 1 minute, some time. Okay. Mhm. So now, so the first thing, there is a width and height. Okay, so we have two more things regarding the min width and min max width. Okay, the max width in the sense that this is a property basically, and that property we have to use to set the maximum width of the boxes. Okay, and that effect can be seen by resizing the browser window, we can say. Okay, for example, we can take one p tag. Okay, inside p tag I will give some lorem 50. Okay, lorem 50, and so I will give the CSS like uh, the p, and before that I will check the height is 100% and width is 100%. Okay, 100%. Okay, so for background color I have to give for any. Okay, I will give the background color. Okay, and I will comment these things. Okay, these things also I need to comment. Okay. So go to the live. Okay, so it's taking right now. It's a maximum, like width, like the full width and full height. Okay, so see, full width and full height. Okay, suppose, okay, like we need the max width as a 500, so like right now it's taking the fully length 100%. Suppose like there is a property called max width, so we can set up to the 500, like 500, 400, like that. Actually we can say that property here. Suppose there is a max width we can set up to the 400 px. Okay, see, so we can use like the other properties called min width also. So the like min width in the sense like that we can use that property to set the minimum width of the boxes. Okay, that effect can the seen by resizing the browser window. Okay, so we can use the min window like okay, the make min width we can set to the 100 px. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so after that we need to like we have like same thing you have to give for the max height and min height. So basically max height property is used for the set the maximum height of the boxes, and the min height we can set the this is a property used for the set the minimum height of the boxes. Okay, for example we'll take one thing here. Okay, for the max height. Okay, so there is a one content we have defined here. Okay, in the p tag. Okay, so now I will give the max width is 100. Okay, the max height is the 100 px. Okay, I will remove this one. You can see the max it content is overlapping. Okay, so see the color is not fully on that content. Okay, it's taking only 100 px. Okay, max we have set the max height is the 100. We can set up to the 200. You can see now it's a fully. Okay, so this is regarding the max width and min width. That's the same thing, just we set the min height of the of the boxes. Okay, so basically this css properties for the height and width. Okay, including that max width and min width, and that max height and min height. So basically it's provide the flexible way to control the dimensions of the element on web pages, and these properties are essential for the creating the responsiveness design, we can say. And that basically this adopt the different screen sizes and the improving the overall user experience, we can say. Okay, so this is regarding that that height and width. And next thing regarding that outlines. Outlines, basically the outlines is the one property. Okay, css property. Okay, and use it to draw the line around the element border. Okay, and it does not affect the layout. Okay, so unlike borders, we can say. And it's basically we can use to highlight the elements and provide the visual emphasis with without alternating that dimensions of the element. Okay, so for example we can take like so we have where it is, hmm, this thing. Okay, so here I will create, this is okay, so I will run 5, okay, 4. So here I will give the class name. The class name is the dotted. Okay, so I will add the dotted here. Dot class, sorry, dotted. Okay, so here I have to use that outline property. Okay, so basically that outline property, like it's the line around the elements border. Okay, so the outline, like we can use that outline, we can use that 2px and dashed. We can use the color like in color. Okay, I can use the color as the green, and text align I can make it to the center. Okay, where it is, yeah, you can see this is like, this is regarding the outlines we can say. Okay, so basically the CSS outlines property can be categorized into 4 types. Okay, the name, we can say it's that outline style, outline color, outline width, outline offset. Okay, and the thing is like outline style, in the sense we have the 4 things: outline style and outline color, okay, and outline width and the outline offset. Okay, so basically the outline style means this is the property sets the appearance of the that outline of the element. So any other outline property cannot be accessed without the setting of the that outline style. If the absent, so then default style will be the set to the none. Okay, so this is regarding the style. So if you want to use that outline color, okay, so here the sets the color of the element outline. Okay, but the color can be set by the name as a RGB values or X values, we can say. If that absent, so then default color will be the current color of the element, we can say. Okay, uh, up to that, for example, for the color in that sense, so we can give an example color. Okay, so here we have the content, p tag, we have the content dotted. I will give the border solid, border solid orange 4px. Okay, so I use that outline style is a solid, outline style is the solid. Okay, and you have to check that values also. Okay, it's very important. Okay, outline color, it's a, we can set as a green. Okay, and remaining thing I have to remove, will check. Okay, the thing, so we can see that outline color is set as green, so you can see after the border. Okay, so this is regarding that style and color. Okay, and for the width purpose, basically width, the outline width. Okay, that basically we have to specify the like use it to specify the width of the this outline for the specific element. Okay, and the width of the outline can be set specifying the size of the width in the px, like in the unit called px, cm, pt, or rem, like that. Okay, by using term like we can set like the thin, thick, medium. Okay, so and one more thing regarding that offset. Okay, the offset in the sense basically we have to set the amount of the space between the outline and the edge of the element. Okay, edge of the element in the sense it's the border of the element. Okay, the outline is the line draw around the elements outside the border edge, we can say, means like the space between the element and its outline transparent. The also outline may be non-rectangular. The default value is the 0, we can say. Okay, we can see the example for that outline offset and the width. Okay, so here we have set it that that border that border is the solid orange 4px, and the outline style is the solid. Okay, and I have to set that outline uh, can remove this one, and I will add that outline width is the 5px. Okay, and that outline offset is the 3px. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so here you can see. Okay, so the outline that width, like here the outline width basically, like the user to specify the width of the that outline for the specific element. Okay, and like width of the outline can be set specifying the size. Okay, and in the offset, so we have to set the space like set the amount of the space between the outline, there is outline. Okay, uh, and the edge in the sense it's a border. Okay, so this is regarding the outlines. Okay, next thing we have to learn regarding that we need to know the proper font size, like fonts, we can say. The basically fonts, 1 minute. Okay, fonts. Okay, the CSS fonts basically control the how text appears on the web pages. Okay, and with the CSS you can specify the various properties like that font family and the size and weight and style, and we have some one more thing, it's a line height. Okay, so to create the visual like appealing, and we can say it's a readability. Okay, so we have some the key properties of the CSS fonts. Okay, the first thing, the font family, like font family in the sense it's specify the font type and the font size that determine the size of the like text. Okay, the font weight, basically here we can see the adjust of the thickness of the text for this thing, weight, thickness of the text. Okay, the font style, basically you have to control the like control the that slant of the text, we can say. For example, you can take the italic. Okay, and the line height, basically the line height, we can set the space between the line of the text. Okay, and we have one two more things that the one is the letter spacing, one is the text transform. The letter spacing, basically we can modify the space between the characters. Okay, and text of transform, we can like we can control the capitalization of the text. Okay, and so we have like so many font like family. Okay, so then like you have some library. Okay, you can see in the Google. Okay, the font family, the fonts family, Google, not this one, for CSS. I think the web, where it gone. Okay, I will let you know regarding this thing. Okay, so like these are the things we can say regarding the fonts. Okay, suppose if you apply the font style. Okay, so this is our content. Okay, so here we are using the class. Okay, so for the font family we can use like this. So we have so many font styles here, like you have to use anyone. Okay, this is a like right now I'm using this one. Okay, and the font size. Okay, the font size, so like we have to use the property called font size, and we have to add that value, something regarding 30 px. Okay, and next thing, that the font weight. So we have to like the font weight basically control the thickness of the text. Okay, I will set font weight, for example, it's a 700. Okay, so basically that font weight, like the font weight, okay, it accept the value like normal, bold, and numeric value, not the px. Okay, like you can use, instead of number, you can use that bold. Okay, so for the style thing we can use like font style, for example you can use that italic. Okay, and the next thing, there is a, you can see this. Okay, okay, yeah, this is regarding the font. This is a font style. First of all, yeah, you can, right side you can see the css which we have applied for that thing. So the first thing, it's a font family. Okay, the next thing is the font size 30px, and the font weight is the bold, and font style is the italic. Okay, so this is regarding that and that font, like fonts regarding thing. So basically like we have some web based fonts and custom fonts. Okay, the web based fonts means like the Arial, and that Georgia and Times New Roman, we can say. Suppose if you want to custom, so then like you have to use some the CDN thing. Okay, we have to use some Google APIs. Okay, for the that custom fonts. Okay, so this is regarding the fonts. Okay, and next thing we need to know like regarding that what left. Hmm. That icons are left actually. That basically in the CSS, icons are essential part of the modern web designs. Okay, basically it's offering that visual representation of the action and ideas or object basically. Okay, and the thing is, we can say that the compelling way to achieve this by integrated the scalable and customizable icons into the web design. Okay, and the basically so we have like the popular library called font awesome icon, and Google icons and bootstrap icons. Okay, to add the icons, to add the icons, we need to choose the first thing, we need to choose the library, and we have to locate the CDN link icons with the like whatever you can use the CDN link. You have to add that CDN link in the head, like in the head. Okay, so head section. So including the, like we can use that icon class names within the HTML element. Like typically we can say as it as a, as like that a span and I tag. Okay, so this is regarding the how can add, like how we can add that icons. The first thing, we have to check the library. Okay, we can look at that CDN link. We have to add that CDN link in the header, like head tag. Okay, then we can use those things actually. Okay, yeah, so for example I will use some where it is, I will use the Google. Okay, so here I will use that font away some icons, font away some icons. the CDN link we need now. CDN link. CDN link. Okay. CDN link font awesome. Chalks. Okay. We can use for this thing. Copy this one. I can copy this tag. I can use in the tag. Okay, this is we have to use. Okay, it contains some properties called like rel and HREA and integrity and that cross origin and referral policy. Okay, so basically we can see that CDN link in the HREA. Okay, so now we can use that using that thing. So here there is the I. Okay, okay, so here I will use the class is equal to, like class is equal to far dot far cloud. For example, I'm taking the cloud thing, so we'll see. Yeah, you can see using that CDN link we can use like icons like this actually. So we have so many things. Okay, using those like the that icon site, so we can use so many icons. Okay, for your website. Okay, regarding that icons. So next thing we need to know regarding the links. Okay, so in the CSS basically link is the connection. 1 minute. A link. Okay, so basically in CSS link is the connection from the one web page to the another web page. Okay, the CSS property can be used to style the links in the various different way. Basically the thing is like that the link visited, hover, active. Okay, so before discussing the CSS properties, so it's very important to know the state of the links. Okay, that links can be exist in the different state and they can be styled using the pseudo classes. The pseudo classes in the sense that link and visited and hover and active. Okay, so the link basically like we have seen those things actually. 1 minute. So we need to know that properties of the link. Okay, some basic CSS property in the link. The links are like color, font family, and text and decoration, and that some properties called that background color. Okay, so we will try one example for. Okay, for the link already we have tried this one, but try one more time. We'll add this google.com. Okay, I will add this one, the HREF. So I will add CDN link. Okay, this is a kind of link we can say. The link is basically that connection from one page to another page. This is a one page. When you click on the link, so it will take to another page. This is regarding the link perspective. Okay, the like, so we can use some things like the links visited and hover and active. Okay, and apart from that thing, um okay, so that's it from the links. Okay, so we need to now list. Okay, we already like covered in the list in the HTML part. Okay, so basically in the CSS the list are used to display the items in a clear and organized manner. Okay, so in HTML we have seen this list, okay, list only tag, okay. But in the CSS, list are used to display the items in the clear and organized manner. Like either you can use that unorder means like bullets, and order means numbers, okay. And basically these they can help keep the content neat and structured on the web pages, okay. And with the CSS we can customize the look of the list, improve the design and layout of the our content, okay. So we'll do one thing, okay. So for example, so the thing is, okay, before that I have to explain regarding that properties of the list in properties of the lists, okay. Okay, the properties, we have some properties on the like in the list, okay. With the list type, like list style type, and list style image, and list style position, and that list style, okay. That list style type is basically, it is specify the appearance of this list items, item marker we can say. So for type we can say it's a disk and circle, square, number, like that, okay. Suppose if you want to see that list style and image, first one we have seen that list style type, and second thing it's list style and image, okay. Third thing list style and list style and position, okay. And the list style, okay. So these are the property we can say, okay. For the list style image, in the sense it sets the image to use it to use it as the list item marker, the replacing the default marker with the custom image, okay. For the position we can see that define the like we can define the position of the marker relative to the list items content we can say. And the list style basically, so here we can see that shorten properties to set, that's a list style tab, a list style position, and list style image, okay. So this is regarding the thing, okay. These are the thing properties, and we have to use the type, suppose if you want to use that list style type, so we have so many values for that thing. For example, you can use the none, okay. For the value purpose you can use the none, okay. None in the sense no bullet or marker is shown for the list items, okay. So now I will show a thing here. So we have the ul, okay. And here li into, yeah, li into 4, okay. I will add any content, okay. So now you can see in the side, okay. So now you can see that bullet point, okay. Suppose we don't need that bullet points, okay. For that thing, so we have to do the list, not here, here, the list we can use that list style type is the none, okay. So that there is no, like no bullet we can say. Suppose if you want that that bullet kind of, we can say the circle, okay. Suppose if you want some decimal or some decimal lead zeros suppose if you want to use that like new like that alphabetic, so then you can use some value called that lower alpha and upper alpha. Okay, so if you can try once that lower alpha, lower alpha. Okay, you can see the lower alpha in the sense is this like small letter, and the upper alpha in the sense it's the capital letter. Okay, and so these are the things values for the list style types. Okay, so apart from that thing, okay, so this is regarding the list. Okay, so after that, so we need to know the display properties. Okay, so the thing is display properties, it's a very important, okay, main concept, display property. Okay, so basically the display property in the CSS, it's we can say it's one of the most fundamental property in the web pages, like in the web design. Okay, and basically it defines how the HTML elements is displayed on the screen. Okay, so the thing is we can like we have some basic like basic of the display properties. The thing is like the display properties determine the type of the box element generates. Okay, and it controls the whether the element is behave the block inline or another type. Okay, so here we have the two main categories of the element. Okay, the thing is the one is the block level element, block level element, and one it's a inline element. Okay, the block level element in the sense these elements start on the new line and takes up the full width of available. Okay, in inline in the sense these elements stay in the line, okay, with other elements. Okay, and it takes like it take up only the as much width as necessary. Okay, for example the block level element you can see the div tag, paragraph tag, h1 tag, and div tag, paragraph tag, and h1 tag. Okay, in inline thing you can see that span and anchor tag, and yeah, we have one more tag called strong. Okay, so these are the things regarding the block level and inline level. Okay, so we have like the commonly we have to use the values called like values for the display. So the display values. Okay, the first thing is the block block and inline block, that inline block, and we have the last one is none. Okay, so we can commonly use the value for the display. Okay, so the commonly value like we can the block, so suppose if you want to block, so the element we can use like the display the block. For CSS purpose we have to use like this. Basically it takes the entire width of the container and start with a new line. Okay, and basically the block level elements, okay, stack vertically by default. Okay, so like using the block the elements like containers, sections, or any elements need to be a stack on stack one after another vertical. Okay, we'll do an example for this thing. Like we have to use just the div, we have the div. Okay, we can use style here only, the style. We can use the display property display, we can use the block. So this is regarding it's taking the 100% width. Okay, the entire width of the container. Start with a new line. Okay, and the next thing we can say it's an inline. Okay, basically that inline uh, it does not start with a new line. Okay, it stay the inline with the other elements, and only takes up as much width as necessary. Okay, unlike the block elements. Okay, you cannot set the width and height an element, right? Like width or height of the element for the inline purpose. It won't work actually for the inline. Okay, you can see one example for that thing. So I'll create, this is the hello. Okay, so I will use the inline. Okay, here you can see it's taking the like it's a not a fully width. Okay, but here you can see it's taking the fully width. Okay, but the main thing, but you can't set the that width and height of the uh, inline element. Okay, and basically using the inline for the formatting the text or small elements, such as the highlighting the specific words, the styling the links within the paragraph, we can say. Okay, and third thing we can say regarding that inline block. Okay, the inline block, like we can set the value combined with the characteristics both block and inline. Okay, so the elements behave like the inline element, but meaning it the for like flows in line with other elements, like, but you can also set the width and height. Okay, so I will use both inline and outline for. Okay, now like here the first one, see we have used that block. Second one, see you can like we are using that inline. Third thing we have to use that inline block. Okay, so here the inline block in the sense like it behaves same like a inline element, but meaning it. So here we can use this, we can set the height and width. In the inline we can't set the height and width. Okay, so we will try here. So here I will try to set the height and width. Height is the I'll set the 100 px, and width it's a 100 px. Okay, so same thing I will add for the this thing here. Okay, so I will change for the inline block, and this is the inline, this is the block. Okay, so you can see. Okay, the first thing it's a block, it's taking the 100% width. Okay, in the inline. Okay, so basically for the inline it's not start with a new line, and it's not take the 100% width. Okay, and like I have applied that height and width. Okay, for the inline. Okay, but it's not it's not work for the inline, but you can see for the inline and block it's working. Okay, here you can see inline like in the thing, 1 minute. Okay, so in the pop-up you can see the div taking 100 into 100. Okay, so like in the inline it behaves the same like inline, but it takes some the width and height. Actually we can set the width and height. Okay, and the last thing we can see regarding that none. Okay, the element the with display none, the hidden from the screen. Okay, like it will not take up on the space in the layout. Okay, like using none, like to temporarily that hide the element, okay, such as the modal windows and drop down menus, and like we can set the banners that should appear only under certain condition. Okay, it depends on the business logics. Okay, but now we have to need to see that none. Okay, so here I will create one more thing. Okay, this is called none. Okay, so here I will give the display value, it's a none. Okay, so now you guys are can see. Hmm. So here we have given that none. Okay, the fourth thing, but here it's not visible. This is the main thing, that display none is a hidden from the screen. It will not take up any space in the layout. You can see here we're not able to see that exact space after the inline block. Okay, so like this is regarding that like display property. So we some more advanced features are there regarding the display properties, that plex. Okay, 1 minute, I will add those advanced thing here. Okay, that advanced value we can say it's a plex. Okay, that the flex its value it makes an element as a flex container. Okay, that enabling its the children to align the and distribute that space effective within the container, we can say. Okay, so here we can see that Flexbox is the greater for the responsive design. Okay, so 1 minute. For that thing we need to know like what is the Flexbox actually. Okay, so for the same thing we will learn regarding the Flexbox. Flexbox, this is a different uh, like this is a different part, like this is a different kind, like concept, and this is different concept in the display property. So this is regarding the block inline and inline block, and this like flex box is the different. Okay, so basically the flex box is the CSS layout module. Okay, that makes it easier to design and flexible and responsive layout structure. Okay, and it allows you to align the items the horizontal or vertical in the container without using the float position. Okay, so the we need to know, so what is the flex box actually. Okay, basically the flex box it's designed for the for one dimensional layout. Okay, it meaning it deals with either a row or column at a time. Okay, so we have the key concept for the flex box. There's the one, it's a flex container, and one it's a flex items. Okay, the flex container in the sense it's a parent element of the display flex. It's a flex container, we can say. For the flex container we can give like display flex, and the flex items in the sense here the children elements inside the flex container. Okay, for example we can see here, so this will I will comment on and try to create one more thing. This is a div. Okay, this is our the container. This div is the div 1 into 3. Okay, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3. Okay, so I will add the classes. For the first thing, this a class is equal to container, and for these things I have set that class is the item. Okay, same thing I have to add for second div and third div. Okay, so here the first thing we have to see regarding the flex container. The flex container in the sense is the display flex. Okay, so we have to add that display flex for the container. Dot container, and we have to add that display flex. Okay, so for the display flex, for the items we have to give some items. We can use the background color, we can use sorry, we can use the dark, not dark. Okay, so padding we can use around 10 px, and margin we can set margin we can set up to 5 px. Okay, so this are we can see the, okay, we can see, but I'll set the color is white. Okay, so you can see regarding that like while using that flex box, so like we can able to see that like proper organize, like easy to organize and easy to design that flexible and responsive layout structure. Okay, we have some basic properties on the flex box. Okay, there is a flex direction, the basic properties. Okay, so the flex direction. Okay, in the flex direction like basically it's control the direction of the items in the container. Okay, so we have some values for the flex direction. One, it's a row, and row reverse is, you can see here only. Okay, so we have to apply that flex direction in the container parent only, this parent container, flex container. Okay, so this is our parent, that dot container. Okay, so here I will apply that flex container, that like flex direction is the, so we have the column reverse, row and row reverse. Okay, that basically that column in the sense its items are placed from the top to bottom. Okay, and the top to bottom we will see the output, you can see. So now it's a top to bottom. Okay, suppose if you want to change that, you can see right now it's a 1 2 3. Okay, suppose if you want to reverse, then we have to use that value called a column reverse. Okay, so here we can see that items are placed from the bottom to top, 1 2 3. Okay, and suppose if you want to make the like the row wise, so then you have to set the row. By default it's a row only. Okay, a row. Okay, now like you can say it's a row. Okay, the items are placed from the left to right. Okay, suppose if you want to make it from the right to left, then you have to use that row reverse. Okay, that row reverse, you can see that here that items are placed from the right to left, 1 2 3. Okay, and after that this is regarding the flex direction. So we have the next property called the justify content. Justify content. Okay, the justify content basically sorry, justify content basically like the align the items horizontally along with the main axis. Okay, so we can use the same thing for the parent only. Okay, I will erase this one, I will add the justify content. We have some values called that center. Okay, because we can center the items. Okay, and the flex start. Okay, the flex start in the sense align items to the start, and flex end, so align item to the end, space between, and space around. Okay, for example, I will add the center. Okay, so we can see the output, the center. Okay, if I make that flex start, so we can see that start. Suppose if I make the flex end, flex end, you can see, suppose if you want to apply that space between, space between, see the space between, suppose if you want to apply the space around, space around, you can see. So these are the values for the justify content. Okay, they align the item horizontally uh, along with the main axis. Okay, so after this we have to see regarding that align items. Align items. Okay, so here align items basically that align the items vertically along with the cross axis. Okay, so for justify content we have seen for the horizontal, and align item you can see for the or like the vertical scene. Okay, so we can use that align items, align items, like we have some values called like the stretch, where it is stretch. First one, stretch in the sense is the item stretched to the fill the container, and the flex start, the flex start and flex end. The start align items to the start and align items to the end. In the center, the basically it's center the items. And we have one more thing is the baseline, that align items based on their text baseline. Okay, so right now we can see it using the center. Okay, so it's a vertical. Okay, you can see, yeah, right now it's a, yeah, right now it's a center only. Okay, so you can try those things in your system. Okay, so we'll cover up like remaining properties on the next class. Okay, so do you have any doubts on these things till now, what we have covered? That outline fonts and that display property and display plex, and these are the very important concept. Interview will ask pakka, actually it's very important actually, display properties. Okay, they will ask cross questions also, and they will ask different difference between the display properties, like block and inline block. So the basically the block, it will take 100% width, and it's it now like it start from the new line for first difference. And the inline we can say it's not take the 100% width, but it's we can say it's, yeah, it's not start from the new line. And inline block, basically it behave the same like inline, but it's it's take the set, we can set the height and width. For the inline we can't set the height and width, that's it. And Flexbox, we have seen that properties, the flex direction and justify content. The remaining thing we can see tomorrow. Okay,
Okay. Yes, sir.
now please do practice on the remaining things. Okay, whatever we have
Yes,
covered
sir.
till now, you guys are need to practice.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay, then we'll wrap up the session. Okay, then thank you.
Thank you, sir.